Welcome to BGSUFalcons.com. Today we sit down with your BGSU hockey captain, senior defenseman Kyle Page. Kyle, let's start really with your youthful years of hockey. What turned you on to the sport?
Well, that's a funny question. You know, my dad actually played football, baseball, and basketball, and hockey was really one of the main four sports that he didn't play. So I don't really know how it came about. I guess just growing up in the Detroit area kind of turned me on with the Red Wings and all.
Well, it wasn't always easy for you as a young hockey player. Can you take us through the journey that you had just growing up with the sport and finally how you've matured to be the player that you are today?
I kind of had a rocky road getting to Bowling Green here. As a youngster, I was actually cut from every single team I tried out for, sometimes not even making it past the first cut. I don't know what it was, but it's just the way it worked out. But you know, I'm here now, making the best of it, and I think that really helped out, making me who I am today.
Now, for you, is hockey 24/7, or are there some other things that in your spare time you like to do, and if so, what are those?
For the most part, hockey's the main thing besides school. I just like hanging out with friends on the team, you know, guys you met in your classes and whatnot. A good movie every once in a while always does the trick, and can't live without my music, so that's another big thing.
Well, since you mentioned movies, what is your favorite?
Just going off of things, just pure overall, I'd have to say Slapshot, hands down. You know, just as a hockey fan, you can't really go wrong with that one.
I kind of saw that one coming. So what about music? Do you have a favorite group, song, or anything that pumps you up?
Not really. I'm big on rap, big hip-hop guy, techno guy before games, but other than that, I like rock, country especially. I'm just kind of all around, whatever I'm in the mood for.
Now, you're a sport management major with an emphasis in enterprise. What exactly do you look to do with that degree, or do you look to do something else-wise?
Well, I'm going to play hockey as long as I can, and then once that's all said and done, I think I want to get into corporate sponsorships and signage, dealing with between organizations and different corporations around there. So I think right now that's what I got my mind set on.
Now, Kyle, you're a senior this year. You're expected to take on a big leadership role. Thinking back to the time when you were a freshman, can you think of a senior that really impacted you for the better?
I guess all of them. We really didn't have a big senior class when I was a freshman. We only had 3 of them, so I'd have to say all 3 of them played a big part. You know, I lived with a few of them in the summer, but I think mainly it was the junior class when I was a freshman because I spent a few years with them, and you know, like Derek Whitmore, Hodgson, Maisie, Nesdell, Gielan, all those guys. You know, they really helped out.
Now, I know you said that there were a lot of them, but what is the biggest pet peeve that you could think of, or name a few of them?
Well, it actually happened last night. I was actually sleeping. One of my biggest all time. You know, I spend a lot of time up north around the lakes and in the woods. It's when you get a mosquito in your in your bed when you're trying to sleep. It just never really works out. But that just happened last night, so it's fresh in my mind. But it gets me every time. It drives me nuts.
I'm going to give you a choice of 4 things. You tell me which one you would rather have if you had to pick one: a big house, a fancy car, a whole boatload of cash, or world peace.
I have to say, boatload of cash. You know, it's a lot of options out there. You don't want to limit it to one thing. You know, I don't know. I'd probably buy a big house on a lake or something like that. But I think there's more options with the cash.
All right, Kyle, getting back on to hockey for your last question here. Got a big season ahead of you. A lot of teams that I'm sure you're looking forward to play. But if there's one that you really want to face off against the most, what team excites you?
Well, obviously the Michigan game up in Toledo's one that really stands out. But personally, I think games against Notre Dame. You know, as a senior, that's the only team we haven't beat. So I think I'm really circling that date and those 4 dates coming up. So I'm really looking forward to that challenge.
All right, everybody. This has been your senior defenseman, captain of the BGSU hockey team, Kyle Page.